Start the clock.
Good evening, folks. Dr. Freedom here with you. Time for some Doctor Who news. Yeah, the whole shebang over in Tenerife apparently finished up over the weekend. Everybody's already back in the UK. There have been, quote-unquote purported filming sites that have been spotted here and there. I'll have more news for that second. I go double check them because there were a couple they were unsure of whether they were Doctor Who or not. That's why I didn't bother to go into them. Okay, but meanwhile, here's some leftover photos that I missed and that popped up not too long ago. What I notice here is the camera guys, and check out the Who logo he's wearing. That's the John Pertwee /96 movie logo there. I thought that was pretty interesting. Oh, well, doesn't mean anything. They have various different logos on their jackets for Doctor Who filming. We've seen all kinds of different ones lately. Okay, so Clara and Michelle, Jenna Coleman and Michelle Gomez sitting here, taking a stroll, showing a little leg. All right. And for some reason, whoever shot this seems to definitely have a Jenna Coleman obsession. Okay, have a little water, have a little chat. Yeah, okay, we're offset, no biggie. Back, all right, here we go. Now this, all right, this is the one I wanted to get to. Take a good look at what we're seeing here. This looks like the Master, aka the Mistress now, doing a signature move, which was the fact that the Master was always a deadly hypnotist and could easily control the human mind in most cases, depending on the person's will, whatnot, or psychic ability. And I thought this was pretty interesting that this came out. So gaze upon this photo. It's up in various places, and of course, oops, we're back to the start. That's where the old Capaldi photo is. Okay. What little news I do have, and this is some stuff that piled up over the weekend. Let's run through it really quick. All right. See if I'm on the right window. Oh, here we go. Okay, first up over in Doctor News. This was put up on Sunday. Preview of the 11th Doctor issue number 9. If you want, go ahead and run through these right here. If you click on these, you get a larger image of and you also get to read a couple of the pages. Next Wednesday, March 4th, which by the way is 2 days from now, this will be out. So a couple days from now, you're going to get to see this. All right. We also have a preview for the 10th Doctor issue 8, which also comes out Wednesday. Once again, if you want to take a little preview, here these are. You just click on them and they'll come up, in the larger image, so you can actually read them. Get a further look at a couple of the pages in here. All right, 5 First and Classic Who. This over on Cold Box. All right, and they are right about these. Ace, companion with the backstory. Return of an old friend, Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart. Long-running story arcs, which Trial of a Time Lord basically was. Same thing with Key to Time, which was even earlier with Tom Baker. Christmas specials and Dr. Light episodes. Those have been going on since all the way back in the first Doctor era with the Feast of Stephen, which unfortunately we do not, it's no longer in existence. And of course, restoring the mystery of the character. And this was something they did big time with all the way back in Remembrance of the Daleks, if you get a chance to watch this. Also, they threw a nifty little things around in Silver Nemesis that were pretty intriguing about the Doctor's past. So if you want to see some really weird stuff, things that are really going to make you go, who the heck is this guy? These are the ones to go. Okay, jumping on over to Kasterberus, who is Foreman. I thought this was pretty interesting. They're going into the the history of where the name Foreman came from, and because when it first appeared, it was the name of the junkyard which the TARDIS had landed in at 76 Totter's Lane all the way back in the very first episode. And of course, it was the name that Susan had adopted as her last name to get into Coal Hill School and whatnot. But right here it tells you the brainchild of actor illustrator Jack Miles and Black Veil Entertainment, describes collective of creative minds collaborating on our various artistic adventures. And this right here, it says it's a total reboot. So be sure to go take a look into this whole Foreman thing. I thought it's pretty interesting. So it's kind of like it's the unofficial fan series. So I thought you get a kick out of it. But yeah, that's where they're taking it from, is from the Foreman thing going all the way back in the actual Doctor Who series. Okay. Jumping on over to Casturberus, I thought this was a funny one. Bedford Who Charity Con, man in Dalek on the cover of the local paper. Okay, this man's called Simon Danes, and the Dalek's called Genevieve because she's a Genesis-type Dalek. The man's dressed up like Tom Baker. The Dalek is naked, of course. The local paper in question is Bedford Time and Citizen. Simon Danes is 49, lives in a house. He has just joined the team of Casturberus' viewers. Simon and Genevieve are pictured outside the local Sainsbury's where they had spent a day publicizing the forthcoming Bedford Who Charity Con. And if you want to see the picture in the article, it's right here. Just click on this right here if you want to go check it out. All right, jumping on over to Blogger. If you want, here's a February news roundup. So if there's anything you think you've missed from last month, go ahead and go right here, from filming pics to that quote-unquote new alien review nonsense. We could just be a guy who's all burnt up. And Michelle Gomez, of course, returning to Doctor Who, and then the whole thing about what you call Gemma Redgrave and what you call Hetty McDonald coming back. And if you want, they got merchandise, all their stuff. This is basically a nice little wrap-up. If you think there's anything you want to go back and check out for the last month, boom, here it is over on Blocker. Okay, lastly, and Elijah wanted me to bring this up, Iowa Public Television is showing Web of Fear, and that from what he's heard, this is going to be the first public television viewing stateside of the Web of Fear. You know, as in PBS, Public Broadcasting System. So pretty exciting for those folks who haven't seen it, you know, who want to catch it on their local public television station here in Iowa. Also, they've been showing some other classic Who and stuff, so I've been meaning to go into them. Well, sorry guys, it's so short, and as soon as I find out some more on what's going on with Series 9, I'll pass it on to you, and then we'll sit down, you know, maybe on the Omega Files soon and have a look at it. This week's Omega Files, by the way, is Clash of the Titans. Then I think what we're going to do is we're going to do the Seventh Voyage of Sinbad, which was the first of that series of movies. And then we're going to jump on ahead into a new series of movies. I'm leaving the schedule open because there's some other stuff I might want to cover coming up in the near future. But it looks like we're going to go through the movies of John Carpenter when we're done with the Ray Harryhausen block. And we're going to pick a few out of that, and then we're going to go from there. Really interesting titles in that group, such as, you know, the one that should be intriguing you all is The Thing. That movie rocks. And I'm talking the 1982 The Thing. Okay, well, that's it for now, guys. So take care. Catch you all on the flip side. Dr. Freedom out.